one stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker.
What is up, guys? International Stacker here, or I should say Professor International Stacker, since I've conducted some research for you guys. This right here is $1,308.75 face value, okay? Face value, which, if you convert that with the accepted number of 0.715, which accounts for a 1.11% loss, this is 935 ounces, 935.39 troy ounces, so almost 1,000 ounces. So this is my constitutional silver. Some call it junk silver, some call it 90%. And I did an update. Maybe 6 months ago, I did this video with half this. So now we've increased the sample sizes dramatically. And I'm gonna give you guys the results of one of the most important questions. This question ranks out there with, is Sasquatch real? Did we land on the moon? Is the earth flat? Is the Yankee Stacker an android, or is he really Nightbot? And this, really goes out with a lot of other questions out there in the world. So hopefully we're gonna solve this so you guys can make wise decisions when you're out there building your stack. Now, what I did is, obviously they're all mixed together now, but I weighed them all individually. So my methodology is I took all the coins of each type, I counted it by hand to see how much face value I had, and then I times that by the mint weight of the entire coin. So that gave me the entire weight the coin was to weigh. And then I simply weighed the coins and then did a comparison against what the weight should be to what the weight really is. And that gave me a percentage loss for each of these, which I'm going to show you guys here in a second. I've got a table on my laptop, but really quick, just to let you all know what I have in this beautiful image here. These are peace dollars. These are Morgan silver dollars. These are walking liberties. These are Benjamin Franklin's. And actually, let me just show you real quick. So that's what a peace dollar looks like. Okay, that's what a Morgan silver dollar looks like. One of my favorite designs, actually. This is a walking liberty, what that looks like. This is what a Franklin looks like, Benjamin Franklin. Okay. Also halves. I even now could do the barber half. So you guys, this video includes way more coins than the last one did. Just regular Washington quarters here. Obviously they're all 90%. Everything in this video is 90%, guys. There's no 40%. These are Roosevelt dimes. In like 2 videos, I keep calling them Eisenhower dimes. I don't even know why. People are trolling me. Kennedy half dollars. That's what they look like. We have some Mercury dimes. One of my favorite designs, by the way. We have a ton of Barber dimes. Last time I didn't have a large enough sample size for the Barber dimes, so we got like $100 face there, so we're doing those. We got a decent sample size of the Standing Liberty quarters. And we got some Barber quarters. So, that's what they look like. Now let me give you guys the results. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this camera off here. All right, so I'm back. And this is my little spreadsheet here. So let me show you what we did. This is all the measurements. So this is what it is. This is how much face value in dollars. This is how many grams it should be. This is how many grams it was. This is the total grams lost. This is the percentage of the coin that's left, and this is the percentage lost. Now the important thing when we get over here to the losses, guys, is the coins are obviously 90% silver, but the loss also not only reflects silver, but it reflects whatever the other base metal, which was most likely copper in most of these, loss. So these losses you're gonna see are not pure silver. Okay, so last time the winner was the quarters, followed by Franklin halves, followed by Kennedy halves. Now we have way bigger sample size. So with 119 peace dollars, Out of 119, I only lost 11.38 grams of silver in the base metal. So that's 0.99, so 99.64% of the coin is still there. Wow, that's pretty good. So that was not assessed last time, guys. So that's a new result. Followed by the Franklin halves, and this is number 2. It was number 2 last time, so that's consistent. It kept 99.53% of the coin, so it only lost 5.2 grams with a total of $45 face, so you're talking 90 coins. Dimes, and these are the rosies, with $133 face, so if you times that by 10, it's 1,033 actual dimes. And we only lost 23 grams on over 1,000 dimes, which is crazy. So we kept 99.30% of the coin. And that's third this time. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Last time that was fourth. So look, guys, the quarters and the Kennedy, the dimes and the Kennedy halves switched to this time around. So Kennedy halves, I did have a larger sample size, $61.5. So that's what, 120 something coins, 22, 24 or something. Anyways, so we only lost 12 grams. So that maintained 99.2% of the coin. So that's in fourth place. Fifth place is going to be the quarters. Now, guys, last time the quarters were first. And Yankee Stack and everyone's been buying mostly quarters based on those results. But last time I had a way smaller sample size. I'm talking this sample size is over $230 face. So times that by 4, that's how many coins, you know? So you're talking like 900 coins. But out of 900 coins, pre-65, you're talking we only lost 66.5 grams. And again, that's not all silver. That's silver and base metal. So we maintained 98.84% of the coins. And then the end of this green field here, which I'm going to explain to you shortly, we weighed the Morgans. And last time I did not have a large enough sample size to do the Morgans. This time the sample size was 157. We maintained 98.29% of the content. So that's only 71 grams we're missing. Okay? Now here's the important thing here, guys. The accepted exchange rate with constitutional silver is 0.715 per dollar face. So what does that mean? That means when dealers and everyone's calculating it, if you give them like $1 face, they're going to say that has 0.715 silver content in it, okay? Silver content. And that figures in a 1.11% loss based on average circulation. This is like an industry standard. I'm not sure where it came from originally, but you know, through my experience and being in, you know, a stacker and from my research, it's a 1.11% that's figured into every dollar face. So when I'm buying constitutional silver, guys, I always figure out this. The cool thing here is these first 6 things, and even the quarters Yankee, so don't panic. These first 6 in the green means you're getting more than 0.715. So I've got more silver. I got more silver than I paid for in those first 6 coins, which is pretty sweet if you think about it, going by their metric. So next, which was 7th, Walking Liberty halves, we maintained 97.57%, and that should not be green. Stop turning green. Bam. 8 is going to be, what is it turning green? Mercury dimes, which is maintained 97%. 9 is going to be Standing Liberty quarters, which maintained 95%. 10th, which we did not have enough for a sample size last time, Barber halves, this time at $35.5 face. We maintained 92% of the coin, and those were worn. 11 and 12 is going to be your Barber quarters and Barber dimes. Barber quarters, we had $61 this time, way bigger sample size. And Barber dimes, guys, $105 face, which that means that's over 1,000 coins. We maintained 89%. So that's interesting. If you look here, the only thing that stayed the same is the Franklin halves, the Standing Liberty quarters. Everything else shifted with the increased sample size. So that tells me before, guys, that my sample sizes were far too small for the variations that can occur out there in the wild, we'll call it. So that is a very interesting thing. Now, people are going to look here and I'm sure freak out. What are these numbers? First off, the 715, I didn't use at all in any of these numbers. That was only to give me an estimate of how many ounces of silver I had here so I could let you know. Okay? What does this mean? So this first column, this is the calculation in grams I added to calculate by the dollar face. So this actually is for, or actually 10 bar, this would be 10 worth 10 dimes. That's 4 quarters, that's 2 halves. And the reason I did them in dollar increments is so I could calculate here by face value and then get this number here. So that was just the easiest way to do that. So you see here, that would be a Morgan, that would be 4 quarters, that would be 2 Kennedy halves, that would be 10 dimes. That way I could just calculate it by that number to get that. And this is it up here, it's just not an order of hierarchy. So what do you guys think? Are you shocked by this? Did this shatter your world? Is everything even what we think it is? And you guys, this is the last time I did it, 10/10/2018. So now we're 3/20/2019. And you guys, I don't like to call it junk. That's just a quick way to enter. I almost wrote international. Constitutional silver. Okay? So we're going to take a few more close-up looks at these coins for those of you who want to see. But that lets you know, if you want to get the most silver, the most bang for your buck, peace dollars, followed by Franklins, followed by dimes, followed by Kennedy halves and quarters. Now, peace dollars and halves are usually going to have more of a premium. So the cheapest ones you're going to be doing here is probably your dimes, Kennedys, and quarters. Your Washington quarters. Now, one more thing down here, guys. Even though these lost the most silver content, your Barber halves, quarters, dimes, Standard Liberty, even Mercuries, even Walkers, and Morgans, they all carry a hefty premium. So just because your coins are worn does not mean you won't get the premium back. So sometimes even with generic silver, guys, people try so hard to buy as cheap as they can generic silver, and then when they go to sell it, they get paid under spot for it. Where if you would have just paid the, if you find a good deal on American Silver Eagles for $1.50, $2 over spot, and you pay that, when you go to sell it at LCS, you're gonna get paid over spot for it. So just because you're not getting it close to spot doesn't mean you won't recoup those premiums on the back end, right? So I'll just say that. So let me show you guys some of these coins. We'll do some close-ups. And as I show you guys some close-ups of all these coins, remember this. These numbers are based on me buying decent coins. Like none of these Morgans are coal. A lot of these coins are in fantastic shape. So that's going to have an effect on it too. If I got a bunch of really bad, really poor coins, these numbers would be completely different. So it is important with constitutional silver to not only get it the cheapest you can, but to get in the best quality you can too. It might not be worth it if it's super beat up. These are, what are these called? Colombian half dollars? And these are some seeded liberties, but I didn't have enough sample size of either of those to measure them. I will next time. A million different quarters, guys, and I got some beauties in here. Like look at this quarter. Wow, I got that one from Clueless Homesteader. Hey, shout out to Yankee Stacking. He just messaged me while I'm making this. There's a bunch of Barber halves. And you guys, the reason I keep shouting out Yankee in this video is because, I think he was the #1 person who loved this video. He's all about getting the max silver for the cheapest. Here's the Rosies. They're not Eisenhowers. Bunch of Kennedys. Great shape. Look at these Bippies. Mercury's, obviously. One of my favorite designs. Look at all these Barber dimes. I can't believe I ended up with these many Barber dimes. But there's some gems in here. And you guys, all of this I did not pay a premium for. I only bought the best deals I could find. So this shows you can do it. You can get these higher premium coins if you find good deals. Stand Liberty quarters. and the barber quarters. So first off, has this video changed your buying habits? One, what you're gonna buy. Two, what's your favorite piece of constitutional silver? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for joining me on my journey, and I'll catch you on the next one. Smash that like button.